Welcome to From Poundland to Paradise, your monthly guide to all things Walsall FC. I'm Craig Resnick-Hansen, he's Joe Cheeseman, and today we're going to be summarising October 2023. Let's get into it. So, Joe, October. I think we had 7 games, did we? Yeah, we had 7 games, so it was going to be a bumper month. What did you make of it overall?
Yeah, it wasn't the best, to be honest with you. Loads of draws. Just one win, wasn't it? And yeah, injuries again, you know. It was a tough one, to be fair. It was a tough one.
Yeah, I feel like, weirdly enough, I'm kind of optimistic about it, more than I normally would be. And I feel like there's a general sort of optimism despite the results because, as you alluded to, we had 7 games. We won only 1 of 7, which is... I mean, I just don't think there's any way you can say that's...
We're not going to... Yeah, that's not...
good or acceptable, but 1 win, 3 losses and 4 draws. But I think the thing was, there were a lot of good performances and the general play was a lot better. So it sort of papers over the cracks and makes me feel like it's okay. But now we can look at it forensically. Do you think it was okay, October?
Yeah, like you say, it's just a bit of a tough one. It's like we've played some amazing football, and you know we're still scoring a lot, and we're coming back. You know, like Newport and Hutch's hat-trick as well, Draper's hat-trick from.
We scored from being behind,
game, obviously. Yeah, so and we've played some good football. It's just these little mistakes and obviously the injuries, but yeah, it's not been good enough. Overall, really.
Yeah.
Not any particular one person or thing or entity.
No, definitely not. There's some sort of elements to it which we'll come on to later, but
yeah.
Sort of specific takeaways. But I think, it's tough to see the results on paper and be happy with them. But at the same time, I think there are some green shoots there, but we'll get into that in a bit more detail in a bit. Let's sort of run through them. Firstly, we played out a drab draw with MK Dons.
That was at home, wasn't it?
That was at home, 0-0. That was the first game of the month.
I don't know if you watched that, but I was working.
No, I'm pretty sure I watched it. Yeah, I think I saw every game, but I don't remember a lot about it. It wasn't particularly memorable.
This was, they're quite a good team, so it's not great. You do want to win at home if you're going to be trying to get to kind of top half of the table or playoffs.
I think I remember just feeling disappointed again, like you said, in the results, the points.
But again, nothing really stands out as terrible, or I can't remember anything that's like, whoa, that was awful, But that's probably one of the reasons why that's been sort of dashed in the memory is probably because the very next game we lost 4-0 away at bottom of the league, Sutton United. Just crazy. For them fans out there who might have managed to forget that, like I know I did, because things move fast in life and you just sort of forget these monumental moments of insanity. But that was...
We lost 4-0 to Sutton United, who were at the time bottom of the league. I think they maybe FGR are now. It's between the two of them, I think.
Yeah, just a quick one.
We then go on.
When we played Sutton, they were bottom of the league and we lost. And then when we played Forest Green, they were bottom of the league and... Yep. Technically, we lost, So
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in the cup, and we got them in the league next month.
Abysmal. I don't know what happened in that game.
Technically, back-to-back losses against bottom of the league.
Again, we had lots of injuries in that coming into that Sutton game. I know, but I think Daniel said something in an interview like, we underestimated it," and it's just like, fuck,
Well, I think we were talking the other day, weren't we? And maybe that's a topic for another podcast, or maybe down the line when we've had a longer period of time that we can analyse, we can talk about it. But I think there's like certain trends of us performing better against better teams and tending to be really underwhelming against sort of average.
That's it. Yeah.
Whether it's, that was obviously abysmal, but there's other examples where, like drawing 1-1 with Crawley, I don't necessarily think Crawley are a great team or any better than us. And I think we could be doing better against them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we lost 4-0 to Sutton, then FGR at home in the cup, which we went to and drew 1-1, and then because of that mad FA Trophy group stage rule, we had penalties and then lost.
And then lost, yeah. And we got awarded a penalty in that, didn't we? And Someone missed it. Was it Tierney or Sturkle?
Oh yeah, they did. And then I think in the shootout we missed like 2 or
Crazy.
more. It was terrible. Didn't DJ miss one?
Yeah. I think DJ missed one.
Yeah, just absolute joke.
Straight in this one.
But yeah. So then we moved on, and we got our only win of the month in the 4th game when we beat Gillingham 4-1 at home, which was amazing.
Yeah, that was class.
That was with the Hutch hat-trick, right?
Yeah.
That first goal when he cuts inside and then scored on his left just
does what he does. The way he just can just go across the box like that and then just whip something in with like just class, you know? Like you say, it's just class. Like he's got that touch, you know what I mean? And he might be a bit like inconsistent in his passing and, you know, like covering ground and that, but yeah, he's just got that touch, man. It's just
he won't do everything
sick.
perfect. He makes mistakes, which he gets a lot of stick for, which I think we've been over in a previous podcast that I don't think we really agree with. But I think his biggest problem is that he's a bit lightweight. I think if he could sort of put on a bit of bulk, he might be a bit better off. I think he gets pushed off the ball easily and he sort of loses duels. And I think that's why he gets a lot of stick from the fans. But for me personally, it's like for every bad bit of touch or 50-50 that he loses, it's like, I mean, I'll have 10 of them if he puts it in the top corner as well. You know, that's worth a lot. It's worth at least 10
exactly
of them mistakes, I think.
Yeah, for real. 100%.
And he probably only makes like 5 or 6 a game, but he just gets loads of hate. But anyway, he was amazing that game.
He's amazing that game.
Then
Everyone
away
was
at
great.
Newport 3-3. That was the Draper hat trick, right?
Crazy.
And I think that was when we came back 1-0,
3
1-1,
times.
2-1, 2-2.
Yeah, we came back. Yeah, that's mad.
I mean, that's a good sign.
And that shows, it's a great sign. Yeah, I mean, Newport aren't doing great either, though. So, you know, a lot of people have said, you know, should have really won it, you know. But we didn't have a lead, did we, at any point in that game? It was just like,
and
we
that's
went
the
down,
thing. You have to
draw down.
That's the difference, I think, between looking at the results, which is fine. I'm doing that as well, definitely. But when you look at the results compared to the performances, because when you look at the results, a game like that, you're like, no, we should get 3 points there.
Yeah.
But then when you actually look at what happened in the game, you're kind of like the performance. You're like, there's definitely some positives. Coming back 3 times, hat trick for Draper. I mean,
it's incredible. Yeah, and
isn't he like second top scorer in the league now or something? Or maybe even
like
top
that.
scorer in the league, Draper.
He's
Okay,
definitely
he's
up there. I can't remember, but he's definitely up there. But yeah, I was going to say, you kind of noticed in that game, I don't know about the Sutton one, but in general, we're missing Farquharson, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and centre-backs in general, and we're always having issues with them.
Exactly, so it's...
we haven't had McKinsey the last couple of games.
We can score,
either.
you know, which is, like we said in, I think, like the second episode, it's crazy that we can say now that we're scoring and we're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But it's the back line that is losing us points because, you know, we can't keep the ball out of our net, you know what I mean?
Which means that we end up having to rely on our attack to get us back in games because, as we said before, we've come back from behind, I think, maybe 5 times across the month, which is not bad.
Yeah, crazy.
And I think compared to, last year, God, like if we went behind, we were like, it can only be 2-0, 3. It can't be like 1-1. That's not a thing. Like if it's 1-0, we've lost this game. It's only a matter of by how many.
Yeah.
Whereas now you're like, nah, we'll the weekend, which we'll come on to. Sorry, the weekend, like yesterday, the Mansfield game. Like even then, you know, like we were like, yeah, we'll get a goal. We never had any doubt. Like it weren't like we were thinking we'll never score.
Yeah, we weren't thinking,
we'll put a
this
score
is
in
it now.
These are a good team, but like
they
can see goals and we score goals, it'd be fine. But and that is a blessing. But we didn't score many goals in the next game. We drew 1-1 with Crawley. That was and that now for me in terms of the results and the points, that was the hardest. That was absolutely agonising.
Yeah, definitely. After the great, like we were pretty much dominating, and then second half was obviously better, and DJ had that great shot before he scored, and then
he gets the tap in on the 89th minute, I think, and you're thinking, man, amazing.
I know.
3 points, because that weren't one of them games where I was necessarily thinking, I'll take a point here, like Mansfield. I was saying, I'll take a point.
Yeah, of course, they're like
but
4th.
I'm not thinking that against Crawley at home. I'm thinking, let's win this game.
Yeah, of course.
And then the fact that they then score in the 97th or whatever. That's again the second or third time this season that we've had a super late goal.
It used to happen a lot last season, but it's been great this season, and now it's kind of going back to it, to be honest. But again, we miss Farquharson. Williams is obviously injured as well.
McKenzie,
even though no one thought he was going to.
He's an option there.
Yeah.
But he was out. Riley
out.
missed, I think, 3 games with his suspension, didn't he?
Yeah.
We haven't had much luck with. It's been a mad month in terms of defensive cover.
Here and there for me.
And I don't even rate Riley necessarily, but I mean, at least we haven't got him either. It's a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were getting to the point where we're like, I don't know who we're going to play if anyone gets injured at centre back. Even now we're playing 4 at the back, it's like still a struggle. Remember, we played 3 at the back. God.
When we were playing,
we'd be having bloody Knowles will be one of the backs, 3 centre backs.
People, obviously the results this month again haven't been great, and there's loads of people like Sadler out, but. I don't know, man. It's a combination of everything, isn't it? You can't just run straight to that.
I'm weirdly warming to him, to be honest.
Well,
which is quite weird, even though
I'm always optimistic. It's not like I ever liked him. If anything, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen here because he's totally untested. I mean, he was our caretaker before Flynn, I think.
Yeah, he had that one or 2 or 3
club, he knows
games at the end of last season. He might have had another spell before.
Yeah, and actually, I was happy with how he was playing, which I obviously said before. At the back end of last season, but yeah, it's a bit weird. But I got faith.
I think it's just the style of play. I think when like in the first couple of months of the season, I was a bit more like Sadler out, and because I'm quick to get the out, and I mean with Flynn, I was way ahead of the game. When all you noobs were like jumping on it the last few games or whatever, I was on it for like months, like Flynn out. You know what I mean? Proud, and I'm kind of the same with I've got no patience in it, but then. It's funny that like when we had actually probably better results before, and because when you look at it really overall, it's not good. 1 win in 7. The results are poor, but like I think it's weird. But despite that, I'm actually like warming to him more
because the style of play.
Because I like the way we play, and I think that there's something there. I think there is something there.
More of an identity when we've got our lineup. But even yesterday, going on to yesterday, I don't think that
2-1 loss away at Mansfield
there was anything to do with Sadler. You know what I mean? Literally. I mean, he didn't have to put Jamil on. I don't know.
No,
I don't know. He was going for the attack. So
I don't think he necessarily did anything wrong, to be honest.
It looks like you should do that.
We didn't have Draper. That was the big thing, isn't it? That's the thing we can do about that. If we had Draper, I think we win that game, or at the very least get a draw.
Yeah.
He played the sort of best options he had, and I've got no real problem with it. Mansfield are an amazing team, and we'd agree that they're the best team we've seen us play.
Yeah, we were saying that yesterday, weren't we? Yeah, definitely the best.
Better than all the teams that have come to our place.
Yeah, and we've seen Stockport. We've seen. We saw Gillingham.
Yeah, but we haven't seen. I can't remember. Did Wrexham have come? Have they come?
No,
to
we've played them away. Haven't we?
That's it.
And we missed it because it was a Tuesday.
Or Notts County, have they? I don't think.
No.
So yeah, but we've seen some good teams, and I think they're the best one. But yeah, so overall, 1 win, 3 losses, 4 draws, 10 goals scored in 7. Not too bad, and 12 against.
Yeah.
So that's the problem right there. We're conceding almost 2 a game.
Yeah, that's not good enough, man. Yeah. But again, going on to defensive
injury crisis.
Yeah, it's always the same thing.
And then we have to like scramble in January to try and fix it. And you end up just getting not good options to fix it.
I mean, well, maybe hopefully they're down to spend some more money because that's obviously where we're going wrong. But if we lose Draper in January, then Anthony maybe, I don't know. I think that'd be big holes in the attack. And then
I think if the Yanks would spend some money, then we'd be in a good spot.
Yeah, spend some more money.
Then we could get some class players and how many. But they do need to. I think they need to do something in January.
Yeah,
but that's we'll come on to that more in November and obviously definitely in December.
So yeah, man,
I'm excited about that. Because remember it's been a while now since we've been able to talk about transfers. It was August, wasn't it? So, did we do one for August? I can't remember. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But anyway, so we'll be able to do in December. We can do, what should we buy and like
be juicy.
Who will Draper go? Which let's come on to. So we've talked about the results. Let's talk about just some general topics.
Yeah,
like Draper. Are we gonna keep him? Are we gonna? He's amazing.
I really hope so, man. Jesus Christ, yeah, that geezer's firing and also he just we've already said it. We've already said, you know what I mean,
multiple times and multiple episodes. He is. The
BBC rang you up just to say how sick do you think he is?
Yeah, and I was like, Very
sick to normally sick.
I'd say he's fully sick, mate. No
But yeah, can't complain. The only fear is, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe we'll be able to keep him until the end of the season, but I don't think, like you said before as well, we can't buy him or anything.
That's not even in
doubt. People are talking about it, you know. People are talking about it in the Facebook groups and stuff like that. Yeah,
if we went up, that's a different story. If we went up,
it'd be amazing.
Then it's possible, for sure. Then it's definitely possible. They'd probably have to pay some good money. Yeah, but we'd get money. I guess we're going up in that, and maybe we could do it. But like, like obviously, if we don't go up, he's going to League One next year, defo.
Yeah, and if we don't go, then
either with Lincoln or they'll loan him out again, or they'll sell him or whatever. He might even go higher. I think he might even be able to skip and go straight to Championship. To be honest,
maybe.
I think he's a really, really good player, and I think in a few years he'll probably be in the Premiership. But we'll see. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time. I mean, we've over the years, how many of the not even just loan, but the ones that we've had and we've developed. I mean, how many like strikers over the years have we sent up there?
Exactly.
It's like every other year we'll have an amazing one come along, and they always end up going on to brighter things. But we need to get the most out of him while he's here.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on the sort of the non-Sadler hate as well. And say that I think the playing the 4 at the back, which we're all crying out for, has just helped so much. I think that's maybe he listened, because that's why the play is so much nicer and why I've got so much more time for him now.
That's it, yeah.
And I felt like we pass it around lovely, and the close control and the passing is a lot better than it was
100%,
a couple of months ago, I think. It really feels like they're coached now, like he's trained them.
Yeah, 100%, yeah, definitely. It's come forward. Like, I feel like we've got more of an identity.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Especially with Sturk, Tierney, Hutch, and like McKenty, Knowles. You know what I mean? Our midfield is pretty.
Yeah. And then when you got on paper, I mean, it's
for what
good.
we're used to in a way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Compared to last year, we loved
Kinsella and obviously he battled, but he was more defensive. He was always defensive minded.
Remember before? This might even be before Flynn or whatever. But like, remember when we had like. Not to say that these players are necessarily bad, and I know some of them have gone on to play for like arguably bigger clubs or whatever. But I remember the days when we had like, what was his name? Brendan whatever on the wing.
Brendan Kiernan.
That's it. We had Brendan Kiernan.
Yeah.
We had like Ossa DB.
Yeah, he had great games.
I know, but I think I don't know, man. I look back on them days and I think when you really think about it, that was shit compared to what we've got now.
Compared to what we've got now,
really?
Yeah.
We like Tierney and Sturk. Some of these players are class, man. Like,
I did always rate Kiernan, but
and again, not hating on Kiernan, he was alright, and Paddy had some good games for us.
But like when we say subpar, I'm thinking Josh Ladderby. You know
there you go, Josh Ladderby. I mean, that was the norm.
He was awful.
We had Josh Ladderby. He was like the best centre mid for us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And now it's like
Comley's come far, to be fair, as well. Like,
Comley's improved
well
a lot. He's a lot better player than he was last season.
Definitely. Even
it's amazing.
Like, a lot of players are a lot better than last season.
I think it's like you said, the defensive injury crisis, bro.
Yeah, all the time.
Because we've got options everywhere else.
Definitely.
We have options for sure. And speaking of options, I wanted to get your take on this. I don't think it's really that much of a hot take, to be honest, but I don't think DJ is like the man anymore.
Yeah.
And I think, and not to say that he can't start games, not to say he can't come off the bench in every game and play like a big part, but for me, he's definitely not the first striker on the team sheet, which is obviously Draper. But I think I would argue Ote is above him in the pecking order for me. I would rather see Ote on the pitch. I think more things
he started
happen.
Though, you know, things like that. I know obviously DJ hasn't been starting much. Yeah.
He's injured now, I think, isn't he? Like all our players.
Just like everyone. But yeah, Ote.
But he's done really well, I think.
Yeah. Every time I've seen him, he's rapid, he's fast. Yeah, DJ. I don't know what's happened.
But do you still think DJ has a bigger role than what I've said?
I think. I don't know.
Would you have him over?
Because I like him. Because I like him so much, I'd have him over Ote. But is it the right decision? I don't know.
Yeah, you got to be ruthless.
Because you got
to hope Sadler is. I think Sadler is. To be fair.
I don't know. Man.
You might say that's probably why DJ's playing a few more games lately because Ote's not around.
Maybe
I guess Ote's out because I haven't seen him on even the sub bench or anything. So
no, he hasn't been for a while, I think. But yeah, Ote's great. But Yeah, DJ has definitely fallen off. Like, if you look at statistically, I think he's only scored a couple, and Stephen Sturks scored a couple. Tierney scored a couple.
Yeah, Hutch scored more than him. Hutch scored a load.
Hutch scored loads.
Draper
like
scored loads.
6 or something. Yeah, Draper's obviously scored loads.
And in the beginning,
it's a shame.
In his defence, I think that's the thing we don't know yet, and we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Because things change so fast in football, and I'm never going to forget how good he was last season for that first half of the season. It was amazing, and I'm not hating on him the way that like people just forget, and like Daniels, for example. We need to touch on that. The fact that Daniels is like hated guy, even though he was like probably player of the season last year, and
he's been pretty solid out of all our defenders.
Yeah, and this year he has definitely dropped off for sure. And I get maybe being like, he needs to improve on that, but the fact that people going on like. They just talk too quick and they forget, where's the loyalty? Like, he was amazing for us last year.
Yeah, incredible, yeah.
And DJ was, so I'm still loyal to DJ. I love DJ,
but... he's class, and I want him to be good. He's good, but
he doesn't get in the team over... For me, he doesn't get in the starting line necessarily. It's not a necessity
I would personally play 4-4-2 and have Draper and DJ. Draper on left.
Definitely, in some games I would as well.
Yeah,
but I don't think for me it's not the be all and end all anymore. And I think when he came in, I thought it would be.
Well, yeah, exactly. Everyone thought it would be. It's the be all. I
thought it'd be like he has to
DJ.
play every game. It's guaranteed.
Of course, yeah. Start him every single game.
Especially after that pre-season, it looked like business as usual. But I think he's just maybe he doesn't necessarily fit into the way Sadler wants to play. Which, to be fair, I think watching yesterday, you could argue. When Draper's playing, he's closing down their defenders constantly. He's closing down their goalies, so they never have out options. As our mate Ben was saying at the game.
Yeah, shouts to Ben, man. Shouts to Ben every time, man. Good to see you yesterday. Well,
and he's bang on
true.
that, like,
so true.
Draper in that game would have been so different. Like, when our goalie's got the ball, he's getting like hounded by their players, and I just don't think DJ's got the legs for that pressure. I mean, he's not that kind of player.
Yeah. And I think because he was absolutely smashing it for us last season. Obviously, in January, went back to Mansfield, played. He didn't start. I heard he didn't start, and I think he played. I don't know. He came on a handful of times, and how are you going to keep fitness like that? You know what I mean? So then he came back to us. And then it's been a bit up and down for him with,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. There are
with the issue,
with whatever the issue, that's been going on. That looks like it might be resolved now, or it's ongoing. But the injury crisis is that bad that he has no choice but to break the thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, that's why I don't blame him too much, because I think, like, to be fair to him, like, obviously it's hard to get. Going when you haven't got a run of games, but what I'm saying is, I think
that's why I said play
that patience is starting to run thin, and that doesn't mean I'm going to start hating on him. He definitely has a place in the squad. He can be a really important part,
but he needs to.
But I'm getting to that point now where, for me, he's going down the pecking. The performances have to get like way better. I think.
I do agree, but
I think there were several times yesterday where I think if Draper was playing.
In a way, it was a good week. It's good that we got him on a free, because everyone always said, if you're going to splash the cash for someone who's 30 or however old he is,
and doesn't have a really glowing record in the Football League.
He doesn't. He just did so well for us.
He killed it in non-league.
Yeah,
but in the Football League, he was a sort of middling. He was a journeyman type guy. It's harsh to say, but like. It ain't like we were signing this guaranteed, like, this guy's been banging him in League Two every year for like, years. It weren't like that.
To be fair, that's what it was as well, because what's his name? Wilkinson was injured for so long. DJ came in as the just second string, third, fourth, whatever.
Yeah,
and then he
go.
started banging him in, and we were like, okay, this guy's sick. And then we got DJ back this year. And Draper's come in as that. And then he started banging him in. It's just mad. We're always falling in love with loan players.
Revolving on indoor. Yeah, because they're normally the better ones. That's the problem.
Well, yeah. Bennett, DJ last year. Then we got...
Because you're getting quality players from League One on loan. You know what I mean? They're going to be better players.
People don't talk about Tierney enough. I think he's incredible. And Sturks has, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah.
I think...
Both of them. Them together yesterday.
All over the pitch, though.
They're just...
Apart from when all your defenders are injured, that's the problem. But when we've got a fully fit squad, I mean, we've got options like
we're great,
all over the place, and we score goals, we create chances.
Exactly.
Which we didn't used to do. So I think that's why I'm giving Sadler a bit more of a break.
That's it, man. I wanted to touch on something,
man.
Have you heard any rumours about Scott Dan coming back?
Ages ago I heard them, but they've been quashed, and it's Sadler said, he's not training with the club. Fucking why not, man?
Get him in, man, even if it's just coaching and that.
Get him in the teams, especially right now when we've got no players.
Just get him dossing around.
And he's like a free agent, isn't he? And like, I don't know, man, I feel like even if he's like 50, like, he played in the Premier League 300 times for Palace, and he's one of our own type of thing, you know what I mean? It'd be sick to see him back, and I don't know, man. I think how bad can he be at it, man? Just give him a few games. It could be like a Ben Foster at Wrexham type situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it would be. I think he's good enough to fucking play for us in this league sometimes.
Yeah. I'd say. So
you take. He's not training with the club.
So you'd take him.
Yeah, fucking.
Same.
Like a heart in a heartbeat.
Yeah, with our back line at the moment. Oh, man. I did like a Cagbury yesterday, actually, to mention more players.
To be fair, God, we need to give him some love because he's back
now.
Up,
definitely. Yeah, he's back now off injury.
Considering he's like our 6th choice or whatever, he was good. Yeah. He was.
And, Riley's a bit up and down. I don't know, he can either be great or a bit sloppy, and then Daniels yesterday he did make some bad mistakes.
Yeah, he has dropped off. No one can deny
and like
that.
You were saying that.
I'm just saying, let's try not to keep it like. I'm not saying you should ever like get personal or get aggy with a player. I'm just saying that there's times when I understand it more than others in it.
Yeah.
And I think like I'm not going to name any names, but like there's some people where if it gets borderline aggy, it's like I get it. You know what I mean? This isn't like it's like an abomination. But like this ain't that. You know what I mean? He was absolutely sick last year. He's had like 10 bad games. It's like, you know what I mean? Calm down. Like
exactly.
Criticise him, innit? Like, but I think we don't need to
obviously
be like
Gordon's been
shit.
sick as well. No, definitely don't.
Mate, if we get I think Farquharson and Daniels,
solid, like
2 massive dons,
exactly
strong, and then we can have like Gordon on the left, and like take your pick on the right. We have a lot of options on the right as well for like a right back / right wing back.
I kind of like Knowles sometimes there.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get to see him much.
Knowles could play a bit deeper. And to be fair, the fact that he hasn't been really pulling up trees going forward.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's a good player, good technical player.
Oh, definitely.
So I feel like it ain't that big an adaptation. He's played wing back for us anyway. I think he could play proper right back.
Yeah.
And then that frees up his position for Ote or some other don to just get in the team.
That's it.
But yeah, so we need to get them injured players back. We need Draper, we need McKenty.
Yeah.
And so on and so on.
Definitely need McKenty as well.
But anyway, let's quickly touch on what we've got ahead of us in November, unless there's anything else that you wanted to mention. Oh shit, should we talk about Newport a bit? Because we haven't really talked about the game. In Newport, Mansfield.
Yeah.
We went to the Mansfield game yesterday. We had a little road trip, didn't we?
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Loving away day. That's our first away day this season. We're not away day kind of people, really. We used to go when we were like kids casuals, and teenagers.
I would say I'm a massive casual.
We spent the most of our games. The most of the time at games at home, obviously, when we were teenagers.
Exactly.
And
we try and go to like every home game nowadays, don't we? I mean, I've got a kid, you know what I mean? You're old as well.
Yeah.
Not that there's excuses. Plenty of good dads out there going to the game, I know, but I'm just saying I'm lazy in it. So we try and go to every home game, but we can't always go to every single one, especially in
but it's always great
to
see a different stadium and just.
But going away, we try and do a few away days, don't we?
Yeah, it's nice.
3 or 4 a year or something.
And we did Crewe last year. That was horrible.
FGR.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, FGR was good though. Remember, that was another one. We always show up against the big teams. They were the big team.
Yeah, it was a sick game.
And we just got Flynn in.
But that didn't compare, bro, to Mansfield away, man. It was vibes, man.
That was good.
We had an amazing day. I'm sure a lot of you people listening were there as well.
Yeah,
it was sick.
It was well attended. I don't know the numbers of fans there, but there was a lot. We pretty much rammed that end.
Yeah, it looked like we rammed out that end, so I don't know the exact numbers, but to be fair to them, they packed out their 2 ends as well. They got like that mad closed shed on the one side, and they got the other 2 proper stands, and to be fair, it was...
Yeah, they did ram it.
Did look quite full. I got to give them credit for that. Yeah. They're playing well, so I mean...
So they should be, but obviously... And they were very loud with their little drummer, but...
The little drummer boy, that was mad. But we had loads of banter with their fans, obviously. We had like the pyrotechnics going off and that.
It was class.
Mad.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great day. But obviously I thought, we're getting a point here, as we all did. We could even push for more.
Yeah,
because we were looking good, we were actually having chances,
and that's why the last 20 minutes of that were a bit depressing because we got jubilant when that goal went in, didn't we? It was like scenes, man. It was amazing.
It was like Christmas. It was
so cool. We were having so much fun then, just baiting their fans, and then
and then it all came crashing.
Every football fan knows how it feels, doesn't it?
Yeah,
from just like proper gloating on them and then utter depression. But
the first half was pretty poor, wasn't it? Really, but.
I'd say we got battered in the first half. As we said on that WFC vlogs,
could have been more.
Bit we did the other night.
They could have scored more.
First half. Yeah, they could have scored, but we managed to like hang on, and that's really what saved us. Because it could have been like 3-0, and then the second half would have been just terrible. But because we had something to play for, we played really well in the second half, and then I think we battered them basically, and then
we did, dominated everything. But
we deserved at least a point, I think.
Yeah,
but it was a good day.
But
lots of fun.
Again, it was like we played good football most of the time, and we kept them out most of the time. But it was just I haven't even looked at the stats, to be fair, so I don't even know like possession and chances.
Me neither. And it's hard, and when especially when you're at the game and you're feeling, the endorphins are rushing or whatever, you know what I mean, and you're just like screaming and adrenaline's going. It's hard to. Like, I feel like we dominated the second half, but who knows? It could have been 50-50.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing it through my own goggles. But I'll tell you one thing I definitely know. They battered us in the first half. It was like humiliating.
Yeah, it was bad,
like
wasn't it?
400-0.
It was like, it was going to be like, this might be a 4-0 loss like thing, innit?
Yeah, it was like so United-esque.
Not in a rush to go back to the seat, and then it just all flipped. Yeah,
I didn't see it coming,
for some reason. I think the second half for us is always better in this season anyway. I don't know.
And we always come back.
Yeah, and we're coming back loads.
So I knew I had faith that we could score and that we could come back, but I didn't see I didn't see it being that good. I thought we could get a goal. We're a good team. We could score a goal, but I weren't thinking.
Yeah,
we were
dominating them.
Yeah,
it was like
smashing them. We had corner after corner after corner. They were blocking all the crosses coming in. It was like they were hanging on for dear life.
But the only thing, and we've said it before, my only gripe really, I think, is Gordon needs to take people on more as well.
Yeah,
he just. I mean,
lots of players
I think
do.
Knowles as well. Yeah, but
don't take enough risks. Hutch as well. Happens all the time. They try and do too much on the wing.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe they're. I don't know, but. I feel like I've seen them do that to better players, and I don't know about Mansfield are good though, but I've seen them do that consistently, take people on, just go around them with ease, you know what I mean, all the time. And then just sometimes they're like, I haven't got the comp. It's weird, like they're just off it, and that's if they could consistently just take people on, just take them, we'd be flying.
Like you say, it's not just Mansfield. We see it all the time at our place as well, where teams who ain't even that good will just do it.
Yeah.
Or they'll at least try. Like you say, take them on. You ain't got to go past him. Just take him on, try.
Yeah.
And then if you lose a few, you're like, okay, I've lost this battle. Like, I'll start next time. I'll look for an option inside or whatever.
But it's like we get the rare times when we do we go on the break, you know what I mean? It's like it gets kind of squashed by that sometimes. Not all the time. But, because it's like, he's rushing forward, but then I don't want to take him on, so now I'm passing back, and then I'm passing back again. And now it's back with Evans.
And it kills our
and then
attacks.
We're lining up for the whole, everyone go to the left and I'll blast it into.
But that's one thing I will say. I agree with you that they need to be a bit more brave sometimes. But when you look at it on the face of it, remember under Flynn, that's all it was.
Oh God, yeah.
Was you would get to the wing, Knowles or whoever would be on the right or left, and then it would be pass back to the fullback. There was that. That was the match.
Yeah.
You got to that point, and then you were like, it's finished now.
I mean, with DJ,
at least
I think
now we go.
But,
we do we might not do it every time, but he does it sometimes. They cut inside and they curl it in.
Yeah,
they cross it over. That
definitely a lot more than last season.
Way more. It felt like it hardly ever was happening. Just boring. Like pass it around and do nothing the entire time. So
yeah.
I think there's reasons to be optimistic, and we should go into
100%.
a packed November very optimistic.
Oh.
Here's what we've got coming up. We've got let me see. Is it
7 games in October? That's ridiculous. Can't believe that's nearly 2 a week.
Yeah, it's mad.
Every week.
It's not going to be as bad this time, but it's going to be interesting because you told me, and I can't believe this, but the first game on the 3rd, Sheppey United away in the FA Cup, that's going to be on ITV?
Yeah, ITV4.
which is amazing.
ITV4 7:45 on Tuesday.
Because I'm not going to lie, I am not going to that. I don't know where
No,
Sheppy is, but
I'm not going to that.
I'm not going to that personally. But
definitely say
it's going to be class to watch it. And so there'll be like pundits and that on it. That'll be mad. I wonder who they'll get to do it. Like,
yeah, it'd be class. Yeah, God
that'd be
knows.
cool.
Probably one of our injured players or something. I don't know.
No, if you're saying it's ITV, no.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's not a WM
That's what I'm saying,
thing.
man.
Yeah,
It won't be like
right.
Alan Shearer and that, obviously, but it'll be like people in it that you've heard of, like Jermaine Pennant or whatever. That's going to be mad.
People, bro.
Instead of just that. I mean, some people watch other like streams in it, you know what I mean, sometimes of games.
Some people do that, yeah.
You know what I mean? I've heard like iFollow you can watch, I suppose, if you try. You know what I mean?
Follow, is that something to do with iPhones?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Probably.
think you can do it on your iPhone or something, can't you? I think I haven't got a clue. But I've heard that on that one, it's more just, you know what I mean? It's just like the WM guy chatting over a stream. But this is going to be like...
It's going to be proper, yeah.
It's going to have like Ronaldo and...
So when we lose to the least likely team to win, it's going to be good.
When we get battered by... They've already put it on telly because
definitely
Sheppey United have that, like, they're literally like plumbers and that. They're like in like the 20th
It's one of them ones where they're like, oh, Alan he's only just got his
that's why
MVQ
it's on
in
telly, 'cause it's like a public
bricklayer.
interest story. It's not even a sports thing.
Yeah.
And then we'll lose to that in it for
So
now.
many of them, and then we're like, yes.
And then like Jermaine Genius and that'll be, because it's all Jermaine's apparently on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, I love it. Anyway, so Sheppey United. Then, which means we're not in league action now for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Or maybe
We can train
more.
a bit more.
Because then on the 11th, it'll be 2 weeks.
Get
On the
some
11th,
injuries,
we got Harrogate at home.
Mm.
So
That'll be alright.
I think we should win that game,
They're pretty far down the table.
personally.
As
I
a-
really
as a
think we
week.
should win that. That's poor if we don't win that.
Yeah, if we don't win that at home.
Then
hopefully
Shrewsbury
some
away
injuries.
in the FA Trophy, which I would have been proper up for going to even, and maybe still will, but now I'm a bit like the devastation of not going through in the class trophy.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
I mean, I suppose
'cause
we
there's no
can
way-
technically go through if we beat them, but I don't think so.
I haven't even looked at that.
We've
I'm
done
not
so
going to lie.
shit.
sorry.
Like, didn't we lose the first two or draw one and lose one because we didn't take it seriously?
Like, yeah,
We
like
lost to
you said,
FGR and then was
And
it
then I
Brighton's
can't-
Kids? Did we get a draw?
Brian's
against
kids
them?
now.
Or
We lost them. It was
Yeah, so I
4-3
think
or
even if
something.
we win this game against
Good game.
Thingy, Shrewsbury, we're not going anywhere. But anyway, then we got Donny away on the 18th,
Donny.
which, like, on paper, they're a big club and a good team, but, like, they're not really doing that well. So that could be... I mean, this could be a
Hopefully.
good month for us, man, because then we've got FGR at home on the 25th, and then we've got Barrow away on the 28th. I mean, I think, like... Bro, they're, like, all winnable,
Hopefully.
apart from Shrewsbury away. I
Yeah.
think we'll definitely get battered by Shrewsbury. I mean, on
They're
paper,
not
like,
doing
if
well,
we...
I hope, but-
Yeah, but... We are just...
Hopefully, we just get some players back off injury. Praying.
But some of these other scrubs, bro. Come on, are you mad?
Yeah, we've got to.
FGR, like that's we
Yeah.
can't do another one of them like in the little trophy where because we'd probably
Well,
don't try.
basically, if we're not,
Gotta try
if we
and battle.
can't get some good wins this month, then we're definitely not going to be anywhere near the playoffs already.
Yeah, you're right. This could. I
That's
mean,
it.
that's a good dramatic way. Fans love that as well, don't they? Just put the drama on it. This is make or break
It's make or break November.
for our season,
So
yeah,
make sure you check back here.
and for the
Hear all about
playoffs
it.
and for Sadler.
Oh, one
Make
for Sadler.
or break.
Make or break. This is it, Sadler.
Yeah,
This
we got
is your-
mate 4 league games,
4
3
league.
wins at minimum, I think,
Yeah,
or
man.
you've got to be gone.
Guillotine.
Maybe. I just hope we go through in
People
the
have
FA
been
Cup
calling
against
for his head,
Sheppey
haven't they?
United, bro. Because, mate, we've got lucky there with the night. Maybe we'll have another little cup run. Because when we played Leicester, was that in the 3rd round or the 4th round? We got a little cup run going, didn't we?
Was it 4th? I can't remember actually.
Maybe it was just 3rd,
It
but
could have just been 3rd, but either
But we
way,
got
that was good.
far.
And we played really
by our
well.
standards.
And they had to get a penalty to beat us.
Yeah, because, mate, we could have some
You know
more
what I mean?
stuff like that. Because they've done us a
That'd be
favour by
amazing.
giving us Sheppey United. So, I mean, that should be a walkover. And then if in
Well, I
round
hope
2
he
we
does.
just get a sort of middling League 2 team or below, we can get to the 3rd round.
I
and
really
then-
hope he does play a good team against the Sheffield
Oh,
United.
yeah, he's got... Mate, if we end up getting beat by them...
Yeah, well, yeah,
It's-
that's true.
Out
I didn't
alone,
think
I
about
think,
that,
on
yeah.
that. Forget the actual domestic season. That's mental.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you don't even need to like play necessarily our first strength team. It's just, mate, that would be a humiliation.
That'd be crazy.
And I think the rest of us fans would obviously be like at the stadium with like burning sort of like protester wooden things and being like, get out, Sadler. Get out. How the owners and that, you know,
It's
like how the
AI
Glazers out
description
or
of a
whatever.
protest.
We do like a Glazers
They have,
out,
like,
but it'd be a
banners
bit
and-
more intense. Isn't it?
and stuff like that.
Nah, more like burning wood, isn't it?
Burning
Is that how-
effigies. Burning effigies of Sadler.
Yeah, exactly. Of the owners and Sadler and that, and being like, Can't believe you let us lose to Chevy.
You're paying for this.
You're paying.
No,
I'll
but
boycott the rest of the season. I ain't going to
to
another
be fair,
game. If they lose to Chevy.
that is
Tell you
mad.
right now.
I just don't. I'm not even going to say it's not going to happen.
Nah, come on.
I just want to.
Even we're not that.
I'm not going to talk about it.
We'll
be
beat
fine.
them,
It'll be
obviously,
fine.
and
It'll
then
be fine.
we'll lose to like Sutton United in the second round or something.
Yeah.
Some shit. Or
We'll lose 4-0 against us.
imagine if we drew Rochelle and Big Barrow, that'd be cool.
Oh, local derby.
That'd be so sick.
That would be amazing. Legit,
Anyway,
legit.
we're rambling now, aren't we? So we probably better bring this to a close. But
But November's going to be mad.
November's going to be mad. Any final thoughts?
Nope, I don't think so.
So, as always, please check out all of our socials: Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Facebook, maybe.
pretty much everywhere from Poundland to Paradise. Just search it and you'll find it. And you said that the handle is always
From Poundland to Paradise, except for Twitter, which is a Walsall FC pod.
a Walsall FC pod, POD. Yeah. So check us out there. Check out all the other Walsall creators. We're trying to get some sort of things going. We did a little thing with Ross, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we're maybe going to try and get some stuff going with the other guys and
that'd be sweet. Do some collabs or something.
Have some chats, like Walsall chats.
We did say in the last episode we might have a guest for this episode, but
we forgot. Well, we should try that in November.
It's still all new, isn't it? So
I was saying at the very least at Christmas we should do.
Oh yeah, Christmas. Yeah, we could do a Christmas special.
You know what I mean, and get merry and that. Have some drinks.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be cool. But just bringing the Walsall fans together, innit? And you know what I was thinking as well? We should start. We probably need to get more followers first and stuff. But then we should do like a Q&A or something. We should do like a little section where people can ask questions and they can be like, I hate like Jamil Matt. I would never say that, but they might. I hate Jamil Matt, and then we can comment on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So anyway, legit, check us out
Let
on
us
all
know
those
if you want
things.
that to happen.
And
tune in next time.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time at the end of November. Peace.
Peace.